Kickstarting doTERRA Europe was an exciting time. In those days, we just had a very little warehouse in the UK run by Matt Dawson and Melvin Pegram.
When I started working for doTERRA, I was one of 3 customer service agents dedicated to Europe. When somebody called customer service, they always got me, at least when they called from Germany or Switzerland or Austria.
It was a very interesting time when I started. The European market was very small. I started as an employee with doTERRA. I started as Director of Sales and Marketing for Europe.
Our first tours, we were happy when we had even 25 people. To us was a good number. You know, I remember we had some meetings where we ended up just being with the local leader and having a one-on-one meeting because nobody showed.
Jürgen and Murray and I, we were customer service, we were account management, we were sales manager, we were the events team, the marketing department. We did basically everything that we have departments for now.
In 2015, we were in a small town in Austria. The name was Gmunden. And we had one of our first conventions. It was in the early days where we would love to have 300 or 400 people come together. I remember calling up Jürgen and calling up Christian, and we announced at that convention that we were moving to Austria, all 3 families.
This was a huge opportunity. I felt like for us, it changed like everything that we've done so far.
We didn't have the wonderful Pleasant Grove campus. There wasn't all these buildings and spaces. We were spread out in a city called Orem.
I was given the reception desk.
People thought because next door to us was an orthodontist or a dentist, they thought we were the dentist office.
They usually ask me, so is Dr. So-and-so in? And I said, it's actually on the other side, it's over there.
Murray and Christian, I mean, that was the beginning, and Jürgen, right? And they set up that little office there in Austria, and it was the 3 of them against the world.
The nice thing about it was that doTERRA does always attract good people. So it was really exciting to work with those people who became our first leaders. They were such good, honest, hardworking people, and it was just a pleasure to work with them.
It was very much leader-driven within the markets. They had a deep enough conviction that when they talked to somebody about doTERRA and about the oils, that people listened and paid attention.
I have to share my aha moment. It was actually in Phoenix, Arizona in the middle of March 2014. And I was sitting with Emily Wright, and we were at a leadership retreat. And there was over 3,000 of these leaders that had come. And I knew at that moment that was going to be what Europe would turn into eventually, and then what the region would turn into eventually.
One of the reasons why I never doubted that doTERRA would be big in Europe was that the products don't need to be sold. They literally sell themselves.
So from my first month at doTERRA, maybe we would be in a small hotel with 50 to 100 people, and we'd have a PowerPoint presentation, on your pull-down screen at the hotel. Compared to one of the last events that we did in London, and we had Emily Wright come along, and it almost seemed like a mini convention. So to go from a small meeting room to over 1,000 people, it was just a different level.
I recall in my second week, I was fortunate to go to a diamond summit in Austria. My previous company that I worked for, it really felt like a family. The key prerequisite for me in joining a new company was it had that same sense of belonging. So after meeting these amazing group of leaders at the event, everything was very natural. Everybody seemed very committed, but also it was very organic.
My first ever interaction with our advocates was at the London Convention in 2018. It was so eye-opening to see what doTERRA truly stands for. It helped me understand and fall in love with the company so much more. One thing that I love most about my job is the relationships that we get to build with the leaders. With the relationships we get to build, especially as account managers, they become my friends.
It's exciting to wake up and know that we can bring new products into Europe. It's exciting to think that we've been able to put together a whole manufacturing facility.
I've been amazed at how much the company's grown just in this short period of time that I've been here in 6 months. It's just been a great journey. I feel like part of the family already. A company with a heart is what doTERRA is.
One constant throughout every day, you know, the highs and lows of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to build is that we are stewards of the culture.
Everything that we've done to prepare the foundation and remembering what we've done in the past is for the future. And I've never felt now more than ever that it's the best time to be with doTERRA.
It's not corporate that builds a market. It's actually the leaders that do it and our partnership with the leaders.
It's always good to look back and see where we've come from, but to me it's more exciting to see where we're going in the future.
It's because of all of those things that have been done, that foundation that's been set, built on the original founders' foundation, that we have the opportunity to do these amazing things together.
We grew up together. We grew up with you leaders that are now diamonds and blue diamonds and presidential diamonds.
Every day there's something new, there's a new place, there's a new person that we get to help. And even after 11 years, you know, still looking out and seeing all of the people out there who have no idea who we are, that keeps me pretty excited.